Welcome to today's video. Whether you are a first-time home buyer or a seasoned buyer, understanding the concept of proof of funds is crucial. In this video, we're going to break down what a proof of funds is, its function, and why it's essential, especially if you are looking to buy a home here in Oregon. I know that talking about money is everyone's least favorite subject. I totally get that. Although this might be uncomfortable to talk about, it is a very necessary step within this entire process. At its core, proof of funds, or POF, is your way of showing that you have the financial muscle to make a home purchase in Oregon, especially if you are planning to purchase in all cash. It's just like flashing your financial credentials and saying, hey, I am serious and ready to buy. Let's share a quick story to highlight why having your proof of funds in order before we start touring homes is crucial. I was working with a fantabulous YouTube client who had their eye on a beautiful home here in Oregon. They were incredibly excited to get the ball going and tour this property before it was gone, but there was just a small hiccup. They did not have their proof of funds prepared at that moment, and the listing agent, they wanted to ensure that at this price point, only serious buyers were touring the homes, so the agent requested a proof of funds before I could even schedule a tour for my clients. Unfortunately, my clients needed a little bit of time to gather the necessary documents to provide the proof of funds. By the time that they got everything sorted out, another buyer who did have their proof of funds ready, they had toured the property, fell in love, and submitted a winning offer. This was a huge blow to my clients because this was pretty much their dream house. But here in Oregon, the real estate market is dang tootin' hot, and time is of the essence. Having your proof of funds ready from the start before selecting homes that you want to tour in person or virtually, it can make the difference between you securing your future home and potentially missing out on that opportunity. It's a small step, but it can make a huge impact to this whole entire home buying journey in Oregon. It is incredibly common here in Oregon when we have luxury homes or higher priced properties that the listing agent requires me to provide them with your proof of funds before I can even schedule a tour for us. This really emphasizes the importance of having your proof of funds ready from the get-go. This is going to increase your chances of securing the house you want. Your proof of funds is not just a behind-the-scenes document. It becomes part of the offer itself. When I present your offer to the seller and their agent, your proof of funds is going to be in that fold of paperwork, and it's going to show them that you have the capability to buy the house, which in turn makes you look like a very strong buyer. Let's talk about some of the different forms that a proof of funds can take. For any and all of these documents, you do have the ability to redact sensitive information. But what I do need to see on that document is your name and then the balance of your account or accounts. The first document that you can provide me as a proof of funds is probably the simplest and is just a bank statement. Another form that it can take is a certified bank letter, which is a formal document from your bank confirming your names and fund availability. Another type of proof of funds is a balance certificate. This is going to be another option provided by your financial institution certifying your account balance. The next type of proof of funds is going to come from a brokerage statement. So if you have funds that are in investments like stocks and bonds, a brokerage statement will suffice. Just make sure that the funds are liquid and ready by the time of closing. Another type of proof of funds could be a guaranteed investment certificate, otherwise known as a GIC. These will be documents from financial institutions confirming invested and available funds. The key takeaway here is that your proof of funds can come in many different forms. You can even combine different types of proof of funds if you have some that you're going to be using from your bank account and then others are locked up in bonds. So you can mix different types of proof of funds so long as it tallies up to what your budget is. Another key point to remember is that your funds do need to be ready and transferable to the title company by the closing date. So start preparing your proof of funds early in the home buying process. When you do have your proof of funds put together, send it to me in an email and I will keep it on file for us to send potentially to the listing agent when we're ready to tour a house and submit an offer. If you found value in this video, you are going to want to watch this one next. Bye, friends.